Before we start today's video, a good friend of mine, Anthony Rose, who is also quite an active member on my Discord, has decided that he wants to stop playing Bit Heroes. He's just a bit sick of it and just, you know, isn't interested anymore. He's a level 181 tank. He's got a 18% block chance, 3% absorb chance, epic accessory, tank accessory. Here is runes, so you can take a look at them. He's got 2 of the absorb chance legendaries and evade chance here as well. And he is offering spots for any new players. So if you are quite a low level player or a player that's just started the game and a level 181 tank sounds like a good idea to you, please let me know your in-game name and you want Anthony Rose as your friend in the comments section. So anyone that leaves their in-game name and that they want him as a friend in the comments section will be in the running, I guess, and depending on how many slots Anthony Rose has, I'll get him to add you guys. So yeah, if you want a level 181 tank and you're relatively low leveled, let me know. Alright, let's get on with the show. What's up friends, Chook here, and welcome back to Bit Heroes. Thursday, capture day, and we are going to try and capture Warty today. Now a few things before we start. One is the expeditions are still going, it's still got a week or so to go. All I've gotten so far is this mount, which I didn't even know that I got, because it didn't come up with a notification of friends adding you and stuff, and I was just doing it AFK. So that's cool, but I was going for the bow, still no luck with that unfortunately. Second thing to note is, my gems are a bit lower than they have been. I think it was around 4k, 3,900, something like that. But I did buy an item phone tome. And this is the first item phone tome I've ever bought, actually. I always usually get the super scrolls if I'm going to buy a consumable, or the ones they give you are usually super scrolls. So I'm going to use this on Sunday and try and get the bow and whatever else I can out of Expedition. Unfortunately, I've used all of my badges and honor, guild honor and all that sort of stuff so far, so I won't be able to get like a heap of runs out of it, but hopefully I'll get enough runs to get the bow with that bonus. And the other thing to note is I was talking about doing the gem dungeon to get 5 gems to fuse Gummy, and seeing how many of the regular common and rare familiars we caught while doing it. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to focus on that for the moment, because if we do get the 5 gems to make Gummy, he's going to just be in PvP like Fatty, and it's not really going to help us push further and all that type of thing. So he's going to go on the back burner for a while, and instead we're just going to try and focus on getting Welcome plus 5, because that's far more important than getting another fam just for PvP, which I generally do okay with PvP anyway. So we're going to focus on Welcome and get him to plus 5, and then we can start doing other things. So today we're going to go and get Warty, because he is part of it, and why not, right? We got our item find stuff on, our capture rate stuff on. Let's make sure that this is ticked, because we're not going to do that anymore, and let's go. Warty's corridor. Done. So yeah, I did get this mount. I can't remember what it's called, but I can find out, I guess. It is called Brimbino. So I got that, and yeah, I don't know if you guys have got cosmetic mounts before or not. I'm sure some of you have, but it didn't come up with, like, you know, Chook has obtained Brimbino or something, because usually if you're going AFK, you're doing your auto stuff, and you come back and you've got like 12 friend requests. You've got, because you've looted something, right? So I had no idea that I got it. And when we get out of this dungeon, I'll show you a thing, because I'm not sure if people are aware of this. Most people would be, but just in case you're not, there is a way to check what you've gotten loot-wise. And I went in there to check if I got anything to change cosmetics and all that type of thing, and he was just sitting there. And I'm like, oh shit, I looted this and didn't even know about it. So yeah, if you like that and you want to check what gear you've got recently, just in case you missed something or whatever, you can definitely do that. It doesn't show you runes and consumables and materials and all that sort of stuff. It's just equipable stuff, but it's in the crafting menu, so we can't do it in here. We'll have to do it when we get out. But yeah, so for Thursdays, we won't worry about gem for the moment. We'll just go hard on getting Welcome to plus 5. We do have 6 Staus. I got them off camera, just because they're rare. They're a lot easier to get than the epics, obviously. So we have 6 of him. I think we have like 18 Hobbit feet. So we only need 2 more Hobbit feet. I'll check that as well. And then, in which case I'll have to get another 6 Staus. And then we're done with Hobbit feet and Stauses. Then all we need is 2 Warties, 2 Driffins, 2 Duo Bombs, and some Melvins, I think. So getting closer, but this is what I was talking about. If you go to craft here, and you can see all your upgrade, exchange, trade, all that sort of stuff. If you click this little padlock lock icon up here, it shows you all of your recent loot in order. So these 2 are so this was the last thing I actually got, and that's how I found out that I actually got him. But these 2 have gone first above him because I did reforge them, changing my stats around. But yeah, so normally it would have been, he was the last thing I got, unique thing that I got, then Astaroth's flag, then the power unit when I did my large 5k accessory box and didn't get my legendary, I got this instead, etc, etc. So if you're ever unsure if you've got loot or whatever, you can just go and click that icon and you can see in order the most recent things that you got. So that's handy, really handy. Okay, what was I doing in my character? I forget. I was checking something. I've already forgotten what it is. Oh no, we're checking how many Hobbit feet I have. We have 18, yeah, so a couple more world bosses. I do them anyway for item find, so we'll get those pretty easily, and then we can get 6 more Staus, and then we just need 2 each of the epics, which doesn't really sound like a lot, but 2 Driffins. It's probably going to take until, well, I was going to say it'd probably take till next year, but next year is only like 30 days away. Bit more than that actually. What is it? What's today? 29? Well, almost actually. So it's about a month away. If we can get 2, if we can get 2 Driffins, 2 Warties, 2 Duo Bombs, 6 Staus, and 2 Melvins in the next month, that would be sweet. That would be awesome. But that was a lot of things I just listed off. So we'll see how we go. Either way, so yeah, we're focusing on Walkham, as I said. I think I might just do Warty dungeon today, just this, see how we go for time, just because I have a shitload of energy. I haven't played today yet. This is the first thing I've done. Well, I did my PvP trials and sorry, PvP gauntlet and expedition, but this is the first like dungeon or raid or anything I've done today, and it is 3 PM. So yeah, I think I've got heaps of energy built up. I may as well just smash out these dungeons and try and get these fams. So if we get Warty, we'll go for a second one. If we happen to get 2 Warties, which would be insane, we'll go towards getting the Melvins, and then we can obviously use and Stauses, and then we can use the raids as well to get the hard ones, we'll say. So in order of hardness, Staus and Melvins are pretty easy. Warty should be slightly more difficult. Well, a fair bit more difficult. And then the Driffin and Duo Bombs is, you know, really difficult because they never come up. But we'll get Warty to start with. And the amount of times we've done Raid 2 in these Thursday capture rate days is a lot, and that raid annoys the crap out of me with its color scheme. So I'll do that, you know, on order on my phone or iPad or something, where I don't actually have to pay attention to it. But I don't know. We'll do it again. We'll definitely do some more Driffin farming on camera, on recording, I should say. I have had quite a few people in the last week or so, I would say, asking me if I stream and suggesting I should stream and all these type of things. The answer is no, I don't. And the other answer is I would love to. But if you're new here or whatnot and you're not aware of my internet issues, I have really bad internet, like super bad. Like I don't even have 1 megabit upload. I have 0.8. So a 20-minute recording of Bit Heroes that I upload to the channel takes like 2-3 hours to upload, and it's once it's encoded and everything, it's like 700-800 meg maybe, and it takes like 2 to 3 hours. And each episode of XCOM takes like 6 hours to upload, and I upload every day. So overnight my internet gets thrashed, by uploading. And if I upload anything, I can't even use the internet. Like, it won't even load Facebook or anything. So my internet is horrible, and I can't stream as a result. I would love to, but I can't do it. So hopefully we'll get better internet soon. There is talk of the government putting in new lines and everything like halfway through next year, but it was supposed to be halfway through this year. So we're not holding our breath for that. But making videos and uploading them and stuff is fine. I can do that. That's not too much of a worry. Like, it's a pain in the ass, but because it takes so long, but I've been doing it for years, so I'm okay with that. But streaming, unfortunately, can't be done. But as soon as I can, as soon as like we get better internet, or we move, or whatever happens and I'm able to, I definitely will. So that's something to look forward to, I guess, maybe. But there's no timeline on that. As I said, halfway through next year, but it was supposed to be halfway through this year, so we'll see. Anyway, what else has been news? Bit Heroes lifestyle. Yeah, the only thing I've got from Expeditions so far, I don't know if I said that when I was talking about the mount, is the mount. Oh, and I got one schematic for a familiar I'm never gonna make. I think it had dual strike, 22% dual strike, and like a chance to hit the enemy team or heal or shield or something. But I can't remember. We can have a look at it actually after this. But it's, you know, I've got all the fams I need for PvP, and apart from I've got all the fams I really need for Trials Gauntlet as well. Although I would like to replace Meaty with something that's a little more offensive capabilities, like not just a meat shield, which is why we're going to try and go for the Raid 6 boss schematic whenever that drops, and if I can capture him as well. So yeah, that's why I'm not doing Gummy initially as well. Like, I'm really focusing on getting Walken +5, because I think that will be amazing and it will help a lot. So let's just get rid of these bounties for being naked. Not being naked, doing it's wrong. Doing the runs by myself is what I meant by that. But that came out completely wrong. Okay, let's look at this fusion. It is this one. Claudius. Yeah, so 22.5% dual strike, 40% to spread shield whenever you hit an enemy. So that's actually pretty good. But again, I don't know whether this 40% chance to spread shield for X to X when you hit an enemy. I still don't know if that's when Claudius hits an enemy, or whether we, the player. That's still written ambiguously. If anyone has definitive knowledge of that, because I really don't know. I've tried that with Fatty as well, because Fatty's 25% chance to attack weakest enemy for X amount of damage when you get hit. I still don't know whether it's when Fatty gets hit or when I get hit. I just don't know. I've tried to test it and I just can't seem to figure it out. So if someone knows that for definitive proof, absolutely 100%, whether it's the familiar getting hit or hitting an enemy in this case, or whether it's the player, please let me know, because I would love to actually know the deal. I know it's going off, but I just don't know if it's going off on Fatty or on me when we get hit. So yeah, if you definitely know that, by all means, let me know. This is the elusive rare fan from Raid 6, so I guess if we do capture him, we may as well just make it, right? Because, I mean, it's 150 of these things, Steam Cogs. We have one, but we will get more from rewards. Wrong one. Rewards? Yeah, we'll get 150 from this. So I don't know, but that's not even on the horizon of looking to or caring about. So if we get him, we'll probably make him, but otherwise we won't worry too much. But yeah, as I mentioned, Walken +5 is the thing I really want to go for. So expect for Thursday, Capture 8 days, going to be lots of Raid 2, Raid 4 mainly, and Warty dungeons as well. I'll get the Melvins and the Stouses and the Hobbit feet on my own, but we'll go for the harder ones. We'll go for the epics. So yeah, for the next however long it takes, it'll be either Warty dungeon, Raid 2 or Raid 4 on a Thursday. And then on Sunday, this Sunday coming up, will still be Expedition. We'll just do a pure video on Expedition, because I do have that item find tome that I showed you, and I'm going to use it, and hopefully we can get something out of it. But I also mentioned that I don't have many badges left. I don't think I have much guild honor left either, because I've been using it as it's been going. I have 54k, which is going to be able to buy us like 3 of these, which is going to be 3 more expeditions. So I don't really know how I'm going to get more expeditions out of Sunday, unless I spend gems on like a badge pouch thing, but I don't really like doing that. I don't think they're worth it. Where are they? Piker badges. Let's increase it, so it's 10 more expeditions for 600 gems. When does this run out? 1 day, 20 hours. Okay, tell you what, when I put this video up tomorrow, it'll be 20 hours or so until this is off. Let me know if you think that, if you want me to buy this and run that on Sunday, or whether you think it's not worth it. I'd like to hear your guys' opinion as well. I've never really bought any of these because I don't think they're worth it. But 600 gems for 10 more expeditions with an item find scroll. By itself, probably not, but because we have the item find scroll, tomb, whatever it is, it may be worth it. But yeah, definitely let me know as soon as you can, as soon as the video goes up and you've seen this, because there'll be, you know, a couple of hours leeway where I can actually come back in and buy it. So yeah, let me know if that's something you would want to see, and maybe we can, if that's the case, we can probably do a longer video, maybe. Maybe do, instead of a 20-minute, maybe we could do like a half an hour or something of expeditions with item find tome and see what we find. But it's all up to you guys. So if that's something you want to see and you think it's worth it, let me know. If it's not something you want to see, or you don't think it's worth it, also let me know. And also, if you guys have bought them and have been happy with the purchase, because I always like hearing feedback from you guys as well. You know, even though I have put out guides and everything on this game, it's all been beginner stuff that the game doesn't really teach you very well. So I wanted to give my own opinions and guides out there for newer players. But when it comes to, you know, little things like that and endgame stuff, whatever, I'm just as knowledgeable as the next person. So, yeah. I would like to hear your feedback and what you guys think as well. Okay, so we'll probably do maybe this and another one. Should get us around the 20-minute mark, but we'll see. Still no pop-ups for Warty just yet. That's the second Gobby, I think. Robbie? No, Gobby. I always get confused. It's definitely Gobby. I think we got one of him earlier. Oh, shit. We're not going to bribe him because I don't actually need him. I don't have the, whatever the schematic is from the other expedition. I don't have it. And again, I'm not really fussed with, I've got a direction I'm going with fams. So we'll just try the 10% persuade and hope for the best. 3, 2, 1. We knew that was going to happen, let's be honest. I actually have caught 2 Gobbies with gold. I've never spent gems on him, and I've just caught 2 of him on gold. But I got both of those before level like 80 or something. I got them both really, really early and fused them both into Robbie really early. So I do have a Robbie +1, which is pretty good. But if we take a look at my DPS, my PvP team, it is, I can tell you off the top of my head, it's Roleska in the front, then it's me, Roleska +1, sorry, then me, then it's Walken +3, then it's Your Lag, and at the back is Fatty, and that team kicks ass. It's pretty damn good. There's a lot of damage in there. Yeti and Walken have heals, Roleska has the Empower thing, Your Lag has dual strike and empower, I think, or something like that. So yeah, it's a pretty solid PvP team. Obviously you can change it and get better and whatnot, but as it stands, let's have a quick look actually. Team, yeah, Roleska, me, Walken, Your Lag, Fatty. So, and that's +1, that's +3. So yeah, not too bad. And Your Lag, I think, yeah, dual strike and empower. So it's pretty good. And I don't really need to change my PvP team anytime soon. So I could probably think about maybe stabling Roleska more, because I'm not going to stable Fatty. That's just, no. Hopefully I never have to do Yeti's dungeon ever again. And we're not going to stable Your Lag either, because you need like 843,000 Hobbit feet to fuse one. So to just be, well, really it's just Walkham and Roleska, isn't it? So I do have Korgs as well, and sometimes I put Korgs in there, but he dies really quick. And the +1 Robbie, but it's hard to fit them in because that group of 5 I just showed you there, they're all solid. And then when it's PvP, when it's only 3 people, I usually put Roleska, me, and Walkham in, because not only is Walkham my highest tiered, like, stabled familiar, but he has 1 SP group heal, and he also has 1 SP target attack. I'm pretty sure he does, at least. So he's kind of hard to replace, and Roleska's my go-to like frontline tank for PvP because of the enrage, empower, sorry. So no, he's damage enrage, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't see myself changing PvP team anytime soon. I could swap Roleska out for the Columbus fusion if we ever get it, because he's a good tank and he does have that 25% chance to... Oh no, he doesn't have 25% chance. He has 100% chance to attack the whole team when he goes under 50% health. So, hey, nice. So that could be a thing we could swap in as well. Alright, let's do... In fact, let's check that Roleska... not Roleska. Walkham 1 SP attack. I'm pretty sure he does. Where is he? Oh, I have Remoraid as well. So I got shitloads. In fact, let's go through what fams I actually have. So we got Fatty. We got this thing, which is useless. We got Yolag, Meaty, Walkham +3. Yeah, to target enemy, 1 SP target enemy and 1 SP spread heal. So I get a lot of people asking me, is Walkham better? Is Wembo better? Which one? Which one should I get? Da 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 da. They're both really good. It all, you know, it depends on what schematics you have. If you have them both, Wembo is way easier to fuse because he needs the Hobbit feet. But yeah, they're both really good. We also have Remoraid, which I don't use, Roleska +1, Bobodom, Korgs, Wembo, Robbie. I have 2 Astaroths, but again, I don't have an Oxla or Oxa, whatever his name is, or a Bully to fuse them. So they're all my legendaries. The rest, who cares, right? Pretty much. Okay, let's do one more. So also, if you want, let me know in the comments what your 5 PvP team is, 5v5, and you know what you're aiming to get and all that sort of stuff. As I said before, I like hearing feedback and finding out what you guys are up to as well. So I've shown my 5v5 PvP team. Let me know what yours are. If you're particularly wanting something to replace someone else, or whether you're happy with what you've got. Yeah, just let me know, because that's interesting actually, seeing what people are going for. Because like as a DPS, I have Roleska at the front, but if you're a tank, you probably have yourself at the front, and then you have more DPS or healers in the back. So it'd be interesting to see. And I do know someone, again, I've forgotten who it was because there's so many names and so many people, but someone has a +5 Korgs, which is crazy. That's a lot of damage, man. That's a lot. He is squishy, but I guess with +5, he's not as squishy. But with that 50% buff that all the fams got, he's got like stupid amount of dual strike. So yeah, if we get the bow from Expedition, we'll be up to 30% dual strike, which will be nuts, because without a legendary dual strike accessory, I think, what's that, Melvin Champs, I think it's called. Yeah, without that, like, we got a lot of dual strike for just to play free-to-play player. I'm actually fairly happy with that stat allocation, the build, whatever you want to call it, that I have. I'm not a min-max, I never have been. I always liked dual strike, so I just went for it and capped it out as much as I could. Oh, congrats. That's what we want, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the Raid 6 boss schematic, I think. Either way, there we go. We didn't get anyone from these capture rate, but that's usually the case. So as I mentioned, I'll do all this off camera as well, but for the next foreseeable future, on Thursdays we'll be doing Warty Dungeons, Raid 2 and Raid 4, so stay tuned. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.